2/3 of this planet's surface is ocean. Every other breath you breathe is because of the ocean. It provides so much sustenance and it creates our environment. I am always surprised about how many of these kids living locally or in the tri-counties have not had any experience with the ocean. It's really an eye-opening experience for them to set them on a path of discovery for their own journeys to the beach.
The connections that children can make during their childhood with the ocean live with them long into their adulthood. We're creating our ocean stewards and also potentially future scientists. Here in invertebrate zoology, we have collections from all over the world and all different habitats, but it really is our marine specimens that are the strength of our collection.
Marine science has long been part of the Natural History Museum's research program. In the Department of Invertebrate Zoology, we've had marine scientists working with shelled creatures, working with squids and octopuses. We also have had marine scientists in the Vertebrate Zoology Department working with marine mammals and marine seabirds. Our research is intimately involved with conservation of marine resources. We were involved in helping develop some of the marine reserves that are here off our coast and continue to serve as consultants for those reserves.
So when I got involved with the Sea Center project, the building was primarily a visitor center focused on the creation of the National Marine Sanctuary. The real challenge in running that Sea Center is we wanted to do all sorts of interactive activities. We were able to do an amphitheater type exhibit, which I call Touch Tank in the Round, which was a big U shape. The divers would go out, jump off the end of the pier, collect things, and then bring them up and then have a program. Sometimes it would be an octopus or it'd be sea stars and things like that. But it would also end up with collecting all the things that people dropped or lost. So we had our own little marine debris program going. We developed the two-finger touch. For me, that is kind of like the avenue to get people engaged because it's what you know and what you can sense and feel you care about. I was actually present when this whale was delivered to the Sea Center. The wharf was full of people, and because the flukes were so wide, they had to turn the whole whale on its side. A lot of this pigmentation pattern is from photographic documentation of stranded whales. The curator of vertebrate zoology was Dr. Charles Woodhouse. He was really instrumental in a lot of the design of the gray whale and the blue whale skeleton at the Natural History Museum. That certainly was a plus for the Sea Center development because you had people that knew about the marine environment and what was so unique about the Santa Barbara Channel. Also a very strong invertebrate zoology department. Eric Hochberg, expert in octopus and squid. Paul Valente-Scott, he's had a hand in all of this.
The Los Marineros program was developed by museum education staff and scientific staff to give children in the 5th grade a complete view of our oceans in the Santa Barbara region. We developed experiences to come into the scientific laboratories at the museum and see what the scientists are doing and actually participate in science.
I do remember Los Marineros. I was in 5th grade. It's been a while. I remember the whale watching. I remember all the fun parts. I remember coming to the Sea Center and lowering instruments and thinking like, this is really cool.
Early in my career, I was involved in deep sea biology off an oceanographic vessel. And I wanted to give that experience to people that might not have that opportunity. So with that idea in mind, we developed the wet deck to let people see what's in the water, see what's in the mud and sand and just see all the life that surrounds us in very minute detail.
So because I've been with the Sea Center for over 15 years, I get to play with all the fun toys. Live dive is definitely my favorite program. Scuba divers go down with headphones, microphones, and cameras, and we can have a conversation with them. It definitely adds that level of wonder for people.
When there is a one-on-one experience, people want to protect that. They understand it and want to protect that. And in our educational programs and our exhibits, we try to instill that. We try to give that connection between an individual and the ocean.
The ocean was once seen as unconquerable, went on forever. Nowadays, we need to reduce our consumption and recognize that these resources are limited.
After all, it's the only Earth we have, and it's probably the only place we're going to have as home.
We have overused and overfished and overpolluted for far too long. How that can change going forward is going to be crucial.
Climate change is a long-haul development, and it's a long-haul commitment to reducing it.
Pretty much everything that we are doing as adults now will be handed down to our children, who are really the future.
Our actions can change that course that it's taking, but it's going to be all of us together working to do our part.
The challenge that we're up against with our oceans really does require a collaborative effort. The partnerships we have make it so that we can be part of a bigger picture to make impactful change.
The Sea Center couldn't operate without its volunteer pool. A lively and robust crew of students, retirees. We're one of several institutions breeding white abalone to help replenish this endangered species, and we've been a partner in this program since 2001. We invite community partners to come and exhibit and provide a platform to get their word out about their good work in our community. All together, we're advancing the conversation on climate change, conservation, and the importance of acting locally. I think I speak for all of us here at the Sea Center when I say we feel very privileged to be able to share our local marine environment with our community. We live in an incredibly diverse and unique environment here with the Channel Islands. It's a blessing every day that we get to be here. You gotta have hope.